Welcome back to the Luxurious Equestrian Café. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're gonna talk about one of my favorite cashmere brands. This is a brand that I discovered last year and very quickly became like a total obsession. This brand is Eric Bompard. We are going to do a brand highlight today of Eric Bompard because this is, I would like to go out on a limb and say, my favorite cashmere brand. Eric Bompard was founded in 1984 with the mission of making cashmere accessible in France. They've clearly expanded a lot since then. I think they have 50-something stores across mainly Europe, but also a little bit overseas. Their aesthetic narrative, if you will, is that French elegance. It feels timeless, it feels classic, it feels like those pieces that you buy once, you keep in your wardrobe for years. And their practices are rooted in sustainability and quality, which for me, as a cashmere fiend and as a cashmere lover, I adore, right? That we have that mindset of we need to create the best cashmere pieces that we possibly can, whilst having them at an accessible price point for the people, right, that want to buy them. So basically, Eric Bompard is all that I adore, right? It's cashmere, it's high quality, precise knitwork and craftsmanship, and it's effortless elegance. Like, this is literally the perfect cashmere brand in my opinion. And it's one of those that I feel like not enough people talk about, which is why I want to just share my adoration about Eric Bompard Cashmere with you today. And honestly, every single piece that I bought from this brand has been a total win. Like, I'm so obsessed with these pieces. The cashmere is some of the softest cashmere ever. Like, I'm feeling it now and I'm like, this is so soft. Like, how is it possible that a fabric that you can wear is this soft? Like, I adore cashmere. And I know that some of you guys have bought some Eric Bompard pieces too. One of you that come to mind is Marie. I know you bought that blush pink cashmere turtleneck. What a cashmere sweater of dreams. And I recall that you mentioned in a comment that you were gonna wear that with a trench coat and a pearl necklace for your like upstate trip that you have coming up soon. And I'm just like, oh my God, how fabulous. Like, that is literally the fall outfit. And another one of you, Danielle, you mentioned that you found like an Eric Bompard cashmere sweater on eBay for $15, but you said that it was too small for you, and you came up with such a great idea. And I'm wondering if this is interesting to you guys, right? Because you said that it would be great if we had like a space where we could have chats as a community and share those pieces. Like, if we find something beautiful on the pre-loved market that we're like, oh my God, I would love to buy it, but it's not my style, or it's not my size, or it's not my color, but maybe it is someone else's color or size or style, right? In this little beautiful community that we have. And you were like, maybe you should start like a Discord or something where we could have a chat. And I'm like, that is such a great idea. I don't know why I haven't thought about it. And I'm just like, are you guys interested in that? Would you want to be like in a chat where we could talk about beautiful finds? Like, both something that we find that we're like, maybe someone else in this community would find this beautiful and might want to buy it. And also maybe just talking about things that we're thinking about buying, or things that we have bought and we want to share with some people that are equally excited about beautiful things, right? And things that you buy for your closet that you intend to wear and enjoy for years, right? I think it would be so fun to have that community feeling, right? So Danielle, thank you for that suggestion. Everyone, please do let me know in the comments if that's interesting to you and if you would want to join something like that. Of course, it needs to be on a free platform. Everyone needs to be able to join. It should be easy to like share photos and like have chats and stuff like that, right? So I just want to see if we're interested in bringing this community to another platform and have like a more accessible way to chat and to share like finds and stuff like this, right? So do let me know. But now back to Eric Bompard. But I guess Eric Bompard sparked this whole thought process, right? So that's why I'm mentioning in this video. Now, I want to talk you through the pieces that I have from Eric Bompard in my collection, because if you're in the market for some beautiful cashmere, maybe this can spark some inspiration for you of which kinds of pieces that at least I feel are timeless, classic, and chic and will stand the test of time. And just for the fun vibes of just talking about beautiful cashmere things. I heard about Eric Eric Bompard from a friend, and it was one of those things like I had never heard about this brand before, and I'm like, I'm hearing about a cashmere brand in my actual life and not on the internet. Maybe I need to look into this, right? And so I did, and I went on a Sellpy scroll. I found this Eric Bompard sweater. I do not remember what I bought it for now in terms of pricing, but it's this stunning, like off-white cable knit jumper. And the cable knit is not just a simple cable knit, right? It has all of these different patterns in the cable knit, which also makes it one of those like, what is that sweater, right? Because usually you have a cable knit that's the same throughout the sweater, right? That's also fabulous, amazing, stunning, right? But I think this adds some additional like intrigue, and it has the cable knit patterns, right? Both on the front and the back and on the sleeves, which is something that I think shows the attention to detail and the commitment to making beautiful things, because obviously making something in a cable knit just on the front is a lot easier versus bringing it through the sleeves and bringing it to like the back of the sweater and then making a beautiful little specific collar around the neck as well. Like this is just such a stunning piece. And like I said, it's so soft, it's so thick. I think this is something like a 10-ply cashmere sweater, right? This is one of the thickest and warmest cashmere sweaters that I have. I have mine in a size medium. I would say I am in between a size medium and a small in Eric Bompard. I have a little bit of a mixed bag. We'll talk it through as we go. But as a general rule of thumb, right, I would say my true size is a size small. I like to size up to a size medium though, to have that extra like give an extra space in the garments, because I adore an oversized fit and something that feels comfortable and cozy, right? Which is why I like sizing up in my clothes. This one does have a little bit of a snug fit, so I'm very happy that I got it in a size medium. I would say the same goes for another cable knit jumper that I have from Eric Bompard. This one is in a size small though, so this one I would expect to be a more kind of fitting size for my body shape. But that being said, this is such a brilliant sweater. I adore wearing it so much. Like as soon as the temperatures drop to like an appropriate temperature to wear this sweater, I wear it so much. This was one of the things that like carried me through winter last year, because it's just such a brilliant piece. It's so warm. When you live in a climate such as the climate that we have here in Sweden, right, where I live, like you need those super warm sweaters. I appreciate if you live in a climate where it doesn't get that cold, maybe do not waste your time on a 10-ply cashmere sweater, because this is warm with all capital letters, right? So you are probably better off with something thinner if you live in a warmer climate, and also if you want to layer, right? Because this one, like when I wear this one, yes, if it's super duper cold, or if I'm wearing it like on a day where it's kind of cold, but I just want to have like a blazer as a jacket, then this is brilliant because it keeps me warm. But beware, like a 10-ply cashmere sweater is super warm. So I would just be cautious if you're planning on buying a cashmere sweater and you're like, the thicker the better. Think about your climate and how warm you actually want to be. Now, I am always freezing, so for me, like the thicker the cashmere sweater, the better. And I adore having something like that I can always trust will keep me warm, no matter if I'm just on a cold walk through the city, or if I'm in the airport and for some reason they're running the AC even if it's cold. I have cashmere fluff stuck in my nail. How it started versus how it's going, I guess. But no matter what, a 10-ply cashmere sweater will keep you warm. If you live in a warm climate, maybe go for something of a thinner ply. This I think is like a 4-ply cashmere sweater, if I'm not mistaken. This is a thinner cashmere sweater, and it's more of a cable knit jumper that I personally would plan to have for the majority of my use cases just draped over my shoulders. I adore a cable knit jumper draped over my shoulders. Of course, in the winters, a cable knit jumper in cashmere draped over your shoulders is literally like a safety blanket. If you're out and about and all of a sudden you're like, oh my god, I'm freezing, then you can put your cable knit jumper on as a sweater and you have a completely new outfit that's appropriate for the temperature that you're in, right? Even if I'm wearing like a turtleneck like I'm wearing now, I would just put this sweater over the turtleneck, because then literally cashmere on cashmere is the path forward in my lifestyle, right? So it's just a cute little gray cable knit jumper that, like I said, the majority of the thought process here is to have it draped over my shoulders. Now, that being said, it's a beautiful sweater that I could wear as an actual sweater too, right? It's not something that's difficult to style or difficult to wear. I think a gray sweater is super timeless, and I think it goes with everything. Gray goes well with white, as we can see on the screen. Gray goes well with black. Gray goes well with brown. It goes well with blue. It's one of those non-color colors, in my opinion, like a neutral, I guess we could call it too. That just, like I said, goes with everything. It's a chameleon in my wardrobe, and it's just one of those pieces that I'm like, this is such a great sweater, and I need to prioritize wearing it more. That being said, I mean, the temperatures have just started like dropping to a comfortable cashmere temperature, right? So I haven't really had time to wear it yet in this season, but I'm so excited to wear it. And I will definitely prioritize to wear that this week because I'm so excited about it. Now, there's also a couple of other pieces that I'm just so excited to bring out now, when the temperatures have dropped and when I have finally a reason to start wearing my cashmere scarves again. These are some of the best, like, keeping myself warm investments in my wardrobe ever. These are my 100% cashmere. All of these pieces are 100% cashmere, by the way, so I'm not gonna say that more than once, I promise. But these are two cashmere scarves from Eric Bompard that I bought last year, obviously because I bought all of this last year. And these are literally my perfect colors. One is in espresso brown and one is in this gorgeous like sapphire midnight blue. Like, I wore these so much last year, and these are literally the best scarves ever of life. They're luxurious, they're so soft, they're so comfortable. They're that type of scarf, like every time I wear them, I get questions about them because it's like, it just looks like a luxurious piece and it feels luxurious, it keeps me warm, and it's literally the best scarf ever, and they're not awfully expensive. Now, I bought mine on Vestiaire Collective, both of them, because I obviously adore pre-loved shopping, but even buying these new, like, they're so worth the price. Like, these are literally some of those pieces that I'm like, how did I live before I had these? Like, how did I keep warm in the winter without these? Like, that's what I'm asking. And honestly, these Eric Bompard cashmere scarves, like, if you are in the market for a cashmere scarf or just a scarf in general, or if you want to buy like a beautiful like Christmas gift for your mom or like your aunt or your grandma or like one of the girlies, like, this is such a great gift, because who wouldn't be happy about getting a beautiful cashmere scarf in like their favorite color, right? I mean, Eric Bompard, I know everyone says on the internet that Hermes does color so well, in those exact words, right? It's almost like a drinking game, right? When you watch an Hermes video, someone will say that Hermes does color so well. But I would like to add to that statement and say that Eric Bompard does color so well, because Eric Bompard colors, I mean, they just get the saturation right, and they just get the shades right, and the colors that you may want, they have. Or at least that's been the case for me, right? When I've browsed their website, their color selection is beautiful. And the colors, at least that I've chosen to buy, I mean, they've just been, like, they outperformed in real life, because you have that beautiful color, but in this being such a beautiful cashmere scarf, you have that slight sheen to it as well. So it just looks so luxurious. I think this is probably like the perfect gift, either to yourself or like one of the people that we just counted up here. And like, there's just something about this that I just want to scream from the rooftops, like, do not buy any other scarf when you can buy this. Obviously the blue one is just stunning. The espresso brown one was the first scarf I bought from Eric Bompard. And honestly, like, I've styled this so many times. I've worn this so many times in real life. Like, every time I left my home after I bought these scarves, I was wearing either one of them. When you've gotten used to wearing a cashmere scarf and it's cold outside, you don't want to leave your home without a cashmere scarf, because obviously, if you wear it like this, then it won't be that effective, right? But if you actually want it to be super duper warm, I mean, either you just do one of these, right? And then you tie it and then you have it like close to your neck so that it keeps you warm. But I would say the even more effective way, I mean, I am Swedish and I am from northern Sweden, right? So I am used to cold, right? Like minus 30 degrees Celsius cold I'm used to. Or not used to, but you know what happens. And when it's like that super duper cold, I always do this, like double up the scarf and then just pull it through. And then just make it tight around my neck, because then you have that like super duper thickness right here. So it will keep your neck, but also your like chest warm. Like, this is literally the best scarf ever. I'm not sure why I'm telling you how to tie a cashmere scarf. This is stupid. But in case you were wondering, that is how you stay warm with a cashmere scarf. And these are just so great. I cannot rave on about these enough. I think they're so fabulous. I literally want to buy more colors, but I think with these two colors, I'm kind of set. Like, with any outfit I wear, I could either wear a brown one or a blue one. Yes, I want to have like a black one. I would want to have like maybe a gray one, obviously a Bordeaux colored one. But in reality, I don't need that. Maybe if I stumble across one in those colors or in any of those colors on the pre-loved market for a decent price, I might buy it. But for the time being, these were such great purchases from yours truly, and I'm so happy to have them. And like I said, maybe if you're struggling with coming up with a beautiful like Christmas gift for your mom, look into these. Like, I could not imagine any mother, or at least my mother, being sad if she got something like that for Christmas. Now I'm not gonna get her that for Christmas because now she will expect it, right? So now I need to think about something else, but okay, that's my problem, not yours. And while we're on the topic of outerwear, I bought this beautiful Eric Bompard peacoat last year. This is a blue peacoat, hence why I bought the blue scarf, right? I just need to show you this beautiful combination, because this 100% cashmere coat, now I said it again, but now I've said it twice. This beautiful Eric Bompard cashmere coat with this beautiful Eric Bompard scarf, they're not the exact same color, but they're such a beautiful like color combination. If you see that, you have that like more midnighty, more sapphire-ish blue with that like total like super dark navy blue. And I think this is just what dreams are made of when it comes to cashmere items. I'm gonna have to be a little bit up close so that it doesn't kind of cancel out the details on this coat with the lighting. You have that dramatic lapel, then you have a double-breasted style of the jacket with the beautiful, can you hear that, metal buttons. And like, it's just a beautiful coat. You have like two big pockets here on the front, and then you have those little slip pockets up here on the side. Now, I don't think I've opened these yet, which is a bit strange. I need to do that. And then on the back, it's just like a simple back of the jacket with a little slit in the back. Now, this I think is such a stunning piece, and every time I wore this, I got compliments, because it's one of those pieces that, like, sure, on camera it might not look like much, but when you see it in real life, it also has that luxurious fabric look to it, right? You have that slight sheen because it is cashmere, and you have those beautiful metal buttons. You have that kind of just level of detail on the jacket with lapels and stuff that just makes this a standout piece. And honestly, like, I'm so happy that I bought this. This is so heavy to hold up. Like, I'm literally getting a shoulder workout from holding it up like this. But that's what's so great about it, because it's heavy duty. It keeps me so warm whenever I wear it. And it's just one of those, like, oh my god, timeless classic pieces that you can never go wrong with. I want to show you as well, like, it's basically mainly unlined. You have that little lining basically on the top half or top third, I guess we can say, of the jacket, and then it's just unlined. So you have the joy of wearing like a cashmere piece. Like you feel the softness, you feel the warmth. And that's what I adore about it. Like, this is just a luxurious experience wearing it. I would say if you want something in terms of a jacket that's a little bit different, but oh my god, oh so luxurious, and has that like timeless classic French look to it and that effortless elegance that Eric Bompard does so well, then look into an Eric Bompard Cashmere coat. Like, you literally cannot go wrong. The camera cut out mid-sentence, but what I wanted to say here is that you literally cannot go wrong with a beautiful cashmere coat from Eric Bompard. If this is your aesthetic and this is your type of piece, right, and you adore cashmere items, like, this is something that you buy once, you can have forever. You take care of it, obviously, and you make sure that it's waterproofed and stuff like that, and that you take it to the dry cleaner when it needs it. Not too often, not too seldom, right? Because we don't want to dry clean our things too often and have that wear and tear on them that will shorten the lifespan of your piece, right? So do be mindful of that. But something like this, literally timeless, classic, gorgeous. You can wear it forever. Like, no matter if my style changes a little bit, this will still be a relevant piece, because a beautiful cashmere peacoat, like, you can always wear it no matter what the trend is, or no matter your age, or no matter like what you choose to do with your days. Like, this is always a relevant piece. And I just wanted to give this peacoat a shout out, and just in case you're in the market for something like this, have a look at what Eric Bompard has, both, I mean, in terms of, yes, new from the store if that's your thing, but also on the pre-loved market, because you can find such great deals on these types of pieces when you check pre-loved. So this is just so amazing, stunning, gorgeous, and I'm looking forward to wearing it this winter season. I haven't started wearing it yet though, because this is very warm, right? It's a thick cashmere jacket, so you don't just wear this to the 15 degrees Celsius day, right? You need some like colder temperatures for that to be appropriate. Even though, like, I'm always freezing, so I could probably get away with it, but I need to wear my other coats before I start jumping into the cashmere coat wagon, right? Because then after that, there's no turning back for the beautiful like trench coats that I have, for example. Now, something that I think is like my most worn Eric Bompard like item or set, I guess, is something that we discussed a couple of videos back, right, in that fall outfit favorites video. Like, it's this little sweatsuit, or whatever we want to, it feels bad calling it a sweatsuit because I would not sweat in this suit, right? But what do I call this? Like a loungewear set, I guess, is the more elevated statement to have for this set. But it's just a thick cable knit, like little turtleneck from Eric Bompard, obviously, because all of this is from Eric Bompard. It's white. It's one of those, like, it's so thick and it's so warm. It gets a little bit warm from time to time when wearing this, I'm not gonna lie. But the thing is, like, it just feels like a hug wearing this. And obviously I'm completing the set with my cashmere lounge pants. These are so great. These are so wonderful. When I bought them, my mom is like, you could wear that out and no one would know that it's like a loungewear pant. I haven't worn them outside of my home because I feel like this is just purely a loungewear pant for me. But they're just so great. I have mine in a size medium. They're a little bit big in my waist, I'm not gonna lie, but usually what I do is just one of these where you fold the waistband once so that it sits a little bit more snug, and then it also shortens the leg a little bit because these are so long. I'm 171 centimeters tall, or 5'7", right? So I'm quite tall, but these are so long on me and I have long legs. Literally 2/3 of my height is in my legs, so it's very rare for me that something is too long, but I kind of enjoy it. I mean, in the clip that I will have right here, I have folded them up a little bit so that they don't drag on the ground. But I mean, I think it's super chic when they drag on the ground too, but then the waist is a little bit big. I probably could have taken a size small, but I found this on the pre-loved market, right? I found these on Sellpy in new condition, and I was just like, I cannot pass these beauties up. And in that same order, I had this on my wish list, or like my liked list, I guess. And I was just like, well, that could be a beautiful loungewear, like at home set. Now that being said, I've worn this sweater outside as well. I haven't just worn it like as a sweater at home. I wore this yesterday when I went to my neighbor to have a glass of wine. She is the most fabulous lady ever, and we just sat and gossiped about like our neighborhood and drank wine, and I was wearing this and like a pair of blue jeans, right? So that was simply the vibe. And I was so comfortable in my beautiful Eric Bompard, like super oversized cashmere sweater. Like this with a pair of blue jeans and like a barn jacket, right? My Barber barn jacket, and then a beautiful like brown Chelsea suede boot and like a Cartier little crossbody bag. Would that not be the most like fabulous, laid back, yet elevated outfit? I think I need to make that happen at some point. But this sweater, oh my god, so stunning. So all in all, that was all of my cashmere collection. Obviously, I adore their cable knit jumpers. Literally all of my sweaters from Eric Bompard are cable knit jumpers. That being said, they do beautiful other sweaters too. It's just that, I don't know, I was apparently lacking cashmere cable knit sweaters, so I bought a few, right? And all of them from Eric Bompard, and I adore these so much. The cashmere is so soft, they're keeping me so warm. I would say if you want an oversized fit, probably size up one size if you want it to fit true to size, and like a sweater that's quite fitted should fit. If you think like timeless French fashion that's fitting well, that's kind of the thought process I think they went for when like choosing the sizes, because they're not like so tight to your body. But equally, if you want an oversized fit, go for a size up from your normal size. That's my sizing thoughts, at least on Eric Bompard. Obviously these, stunning, amazing, gorgeous. I wear them like literally every day. And then the jacket, oh my god, so amazing and so beautiful, and such a stunning piece that I think I will have in my collection literally forever. And then I think almost my favorite pieces, because this is something that I just wear every single day in winter, are the scarves. These are so great. I cannot, like I said, I cannot rave about them enough. Like, I am such a fan of these scarves. So if you're gonna start off with anything, I would say maybe like a sweater or a scarf, I think is a good place to start with Eric Bompard. These are so amazing, so stunning, so luxurious. Like, these are the Luxurious Equestrian Cafè style narrative vibes to me, and I adore them so much. And now I'm covered in a pile of cashmere, which is literally my happy place. So I guess this is a good place to round out this video. Have you tried anything from Eric Bompard? If so, what have you tried, and what's been your experience with the pieces that you have in the brand? If you haven't tried anything, are you thinking of trying anything after this video? Also, what is your favorite cashmere brand? I am always on the lookout for beautiful cashmere, so do please let me know in the comments what beautiful cashmere brands you adore. Thank you so much for spending this time and space with me. I wish you a wonderful rest of your day and weekend if you're watching this on a Sunday. I will see you back here with my next video, and until then, stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. Bye!